Welcome everybody to Payback episode 10. We are kicking things off with the Money in the Bank Qualifier Last Chance Battle Royal. Who is going to be the 9th man in the Money in the Bank ladder match? Shotgun drop kick and Carlito is eliminated. Hang on, Shinsuke Nakamura trying to eliminate Finn Balor now. Finn Balor sends over the top rope, but he takes Nakamura with him. Both men now on the apron. Risking elimination here. Sling blade from Balor and Nakamura is out. Will Ospreay fired up here on Payback episode 10. And I think he spies Cody Rhodes up in the skies on the top rope. Hopping up there like it's nothing. Oh my goodness, Will Ospreay Spanish fly to Cody Rhodes. Immediately getting up too. This man is inhuman. Looking for a moonsault, but Sheamus caught him. Pushing him off the rope now. Bron kick! Puts him in position for the crossroads. No! Countered by Will Ospreay. Drop kick to Sheamus and he's out! Sheamus is eliminated. Turn around, Cody. Will Ospreay is right behind you. Irish whip. Oh, hang on. Drew McIntyre eliminated by Cody Rhodes with a sliding kick. And we're down to 5. Nothing but net, and Sammy Guevara is eliminated. Our final 4 consists of Carmelo Hayes, Will Ospreay, Cody Rhodes, and Finn Balor. What a group to be the last 4 men in this match. Oh, Finn Balor looking to eliminate Cody. Cody reverses. Finn Balor lands spine first on the apron, kick to the face, and he's able to bring himself back into the ring. Kick to the gut, scouted by Cody. Dragon screw leg twist. Cody Rhodes building up some momentum now. Clothesline to Finn Balor. In the corner now, ducks Finn Balor's attack. Scoop slam! Cody Rhodes is feeling himself here tonight. Looking to punch his ticket to Wrestlemania. Cody cut a no! 1916 from Finn Balor. And now Finn Balor is capitalizing on his opportunity up to the top rope. Perhaps looking to hit the coup de grace on Cody Rhodes, and he hits it! Stomping right on the ribs of Cody Rhodes. And folks, I think the American Nightmare has just become a reality. Cody Rhodes barely hanging on. But hang on, AJ Styles with the assist. And Cody Rhodes is eliminated. Cody Rhodes' Wrestlemania dreams have once again been dashing on super kick. Finn Balor is out. We're down to 2 now. Will Ospreay, Carmelo Hayes. Who is going to the Money in the Bank ladder match at Wrestlemania? Both men running up the rope, springboard. Oh my goodness, Oscar! All the way from the other side of the ring, meeting in the middle, catching Carmelo Hayes with the Oscar. Will Ospreay is such a treat to watch. And it looks like he's gonna end this one right now. Hidden blade, no, counted by Carmelo Hayes. Poison Rana, but Will Ospreay handstands out of it. There it is! Hidden blade to the back of the head. And that is one of the most devastating moves in pro wrestling. Following it up with the Stormbreaker. Will Ospreay looks to have his ticket fully punched for Wrestlemania. Kip up in the middle of the ring. Carmelo Hayes is stumbling up to his feet on the ropes. Will Ospreay building up steam. No, Carmelo Hayes with a super kick counters it. Code breaker to Will Ospreay, and Carmelo Hayes has a window of opportunity here. If he can seize it, super kick to the face, then he will be the man to take the final 9th spot in the Money in the Bank ladder match at Wrestlemania. He goes up to the top rope, looking to hit the nothing but net, but Will Ospreay catches him, draping him over the top rope. Gut first, and it looks like Carmelo Hayes is in a dangerous position here. Will Ospreay off the top, shooting star press, and we've got a winner! Will Ospreay with a shooting star press wins the Last Chance Battle Royal and punches his ticket, securing his spot in the Money in the Bank ladder match, the 9th man to enter the match at Wrestlemania, and the match is official. What a lineup!
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm standing by, hoping to get a world from the newest member of the HPW roster and now the 9th man who will enter the Money in the Bank ladder match, Will Ospreay. Will, how does it feel to win your first match here in HPW?
Oh, bruv, it's amazing. There's a very different kind of hunger within those guys that I met in the ring tonight. And it was a much tougher match than I anticipated it being. But as I always do, I adapted very quickly and made my way through every single one of those boys. It was a great win too. Carmelo Hayes, props to you, mate. You're an absolute star. As for the Money in the Bank ladder match, let this be my message to all the 8 men opposing me at Wrestlemania. You all saw what I can do tonight. That's just a snippet of what lengths I will go to secure a victory. When that day comes and I have to climb that ladder, if you're standing in my way, I will happily give you a hidden blade glove. In fact, let me make my intentions very clear. When I win that briefcase in the main event of Wrestlemania, Roman Reigns, Kofi Kingston, it doesn't matter. Either one of yous, I'm coming for that championship.
Ilja, Dragunov, and Andrade really putting on a show here tonight on Payback. Takedown there from Ilja Dragunov, who's got the front face lock locked in, but it's reversed by Andrade into a wrist lock. Trying to wrench that on as hard as he can. Ilja Dragunov able to stand up out of it and reverse it into one of his own. Andrade goes through the legs. Oh my god, into a sit-out powerbomb. What a counter. Ilja Dragunov counters though, bringing himself up into a powerbomb position, but he gets caught with a Hurricane Runner by Andrade, who's now building up steam off the ropes. Feign that kick, duck the elbow, cross body to Ilja Dragunov, following up with a drop kick right to the back of the head. And now Andrade looking to finish this match off with the message. Cover on Ilja Dragunov, but Ilja kicks out. Both these men are going to appear in the Money in the Bank ladder match at Wrestlemania. That is going to be something special. Neck breaker from Ilja Dragunov, countering that suplex attempted by Andrade. And now bringing himself back up to his feet in the suplex position. X-plex sitting up for the H-bomb, but Andrade ducks it, moves out of the way at the last second. Strong arm drag from Andrade, really whipping Ilja Dragunov into the canvas there. Ilja trying to counter, but he just can't quite do it. Andrade still got him captured. Tornado DDT! Dragunov loading up for the Torpedo Moscow, ducked by Andrade into a sunset flip cover. Andrade kicks out, that same counter used by Ilja earlier in the match. Ilja though rolls him into a crucifix. Ilja with the win! Ilja Dragunov picks up some much needed momentum headed into WrestleMania.
Hey Chad, how's it going, man? Look, I'm sorry I've not been able to get you your rematch.
You're doing pretty good, John. And don't worry about it. I know you've got your issues with the Kings of the World. Besides, I've been having my fair share of business to deal with regarding WrestleMania.
Hey, congrats on that, by the way. I'm glad to see you earning yourself some opportunities around here.
Thanks, man. What do you want to talk about?
Actually, I wanted to ask you a favor, which I know I'm really in no position to do, but I thought it wouldn't hurt to ask. So you know I've been having my issues with Waller and the Kings of the World. Waller's been repeatedly saying that I can't go in the ring because I'm too old and that I don't have it anymore. He's genuinely been trying to take me out at just about every turn before WrestleMania arrives because he wants to end my career. So tonight, I thought I'd try and rally a team together to face off against the Kings of the World. And again, I know I'm in no position to ask a favor of you, but would you join me and be on my team tonight?
I'll absolutely help you out, John. I don't have any beef with the Kings of the World, but I'm certainly not the biggest fan of them. So it wouldn't hurt me to teach them a lesson. I'll see you out there.
Welcome back to Payback, folks. We are set for a face-to-face confrontation between challenger and champion. CM Punk will stand across the ring from his WrestleMania opponent, the Supreme Champion, Kevin Owens. And it was just made official, they will face off in a 3 Stages of Hell match at WrestleMania. Well, Kevin, what is there to say that hasn't already been said? We've had our WrestleMania match made official, and I already know I'm going to beat your ass and take back my title. So why did you want this face-to-face with me? I wanted to say to your face what I've already said backstage, because I want you to really understand what I think of you. So let me reiterate, I think you've gone soft. Even after this past week on Wreckage, when I defended my title against Dominic Mysterio, you pulled the referee out of the ring and not only attacked me, but you also attacked the poor young man that has done you no wrong. Attacking a man that did nothing to you is a prime example of how much of a bitch you've become. By getting in the way of me and Dom's match, you not only took away the spotlight from a guy who's just trying to make a name for himself, but you also very nearly cost me my championship. The championship that I have fought my whole life for. I've spent countless hours, days, weeks, months, years on the road, wrestling in the middle of nowhere for 13 people to work my way up the metaphorical ladder and get to the top. And the top is holding the Supreme title. I refuse to give up on my dreams because that's what I've been taught my entire life, and it's the very code that I live by. Never stop fighting. It's a code that you never once tried to live by yourself. One that when you're presented with it, you choose to take the opposite path. You choose to take the path of the victim. Your entire career, you've been playing the victim. Every place that you've been kicked out of or left by yourself was one way or another because you wanted to be the victim. You crave people's attention, and you have to keep doing things to garner sympathy from them because it's what gets you up in the morning. It's what helps you sleep at night, and it's what helps you stay motivated to come back to wrestling whenever it suits you best, when you're in the right position to be the victim of someone else's success. You've been constantly talking about and reminding us all of Payback Episode 6. Payback Episode 6, where you were the victim of my victory. Payback Episode 6, where you say that you pinned me and won the Supreme Championship from me. No, 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 no! You didn't win shit from me, punk. You had me locked in the Anaconda Vice, which I escaped fair and square by turning it into a pin. You try to be the victim of a screw job because your hero Bret Hart was screwed and you want to be just like him. But the fact is you're not. On Payback Episode 6, when the final bell rang, I was recognized as the Supreme Champion because I was the victor, not the victim. I walked into that arena on that night as the Supreme Champion, and I walked out of that arena Supreme Champion. And at Wrestlemania, in the 3 Stages of Hell match, a match we've never seen in this company before, I'm finally going to shut you up and prove once and for all what I've been saying this whole time, that you're a soft, fragile man who can't admit defeat. I don't think you realize the match that you've got yourself into, punk. 3 Stages of Hell. That means 3 different levels of how badly I'm allowed to punish you that only get worse the longer things go on. Trust me when I say this. I'm not gonna hold back at all at WrestleMania. At WrestleMania, I will make the very most of all 3 of those stages of hell. I will use every last ounce of energy, hate, and vitriol within my body to defeat you. If I have to, I'll risk my own well-being to put an end to yours. In a way, I'll be giving you exactly what you want because I'll be making you the victim. The difference is, though, I'll be making you the victim of the most vicious beating you've ever received. I'll drag you through hell and leave you there in pain as I walk out still standing. So just like Payback Episode 6, I'll be walking in Supreme Champion, and I'll be walking out holding the Supreme Championship. Are you done yet? No, seriously, are you gonna shut up now? Because I've about had enough of hearing you trash my name and say things that frankly are not true. I don't care about all of this narrative that you're trying to push about me being soft. You can try and convince folks that's the truth all you want. I really could care less. What does rub me the wrong way, however, is you calling me the victim. You really feel the need to hammer that home, don't you? It rubs me the wrong way, not only because it's a lie, but because of how absurd of a lie it is. I have never been the victim of anyone else's success. I have never tried to get somebody else to feel bad for me because of what's happened to me. I know that may seem hard for you to understand, because you've always tried to get the narrative across that despite being champion, you're the one suffering. But the fact is, Kevin, you're not. The only condition you suffer from is an inability to deliver on a promise that you give. You've given these fans promise after promise upon which you have not honored as a result of your dishonesty, and that rubs me the wrong way too. You used to be a workhorse, man. Every single week I would see you wrestling in a new town, in a new promotion, and against a new guy. Building up a name for yourself and making sure people know who the hell you are. But now that people do know who you are, you've stopped caring about them, which you try to spin as them stopping caring about you. Fans aren't stupid, Kevin. They can see right through your lies, and they know just as well as I do that you're not their guy anymore. These folks don't like me because I complain about the cards I've been dealt in my life and the way I've chosen to play those cards, how I've reacted and persevered every time I've been kicked out, as you put it. These folks like me and respect me because I'm honest. I don't give them lies like you. I speak the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth to the people. If I make a promise, you can be damn sure I'll deliver upon it. Every time I come out here, it's not just a character talking to his supporters. No, there's something real here, Kevin. People know and can see how hard I have actually worked to get here, and that's the reason they respect me. They work just as hard, if not harder than me, outside of these four walls. They struggle more than I'll ever know, and they chose to spend their hard-earned dollars to see me perform each and every week, which is why I give my all every time. It's the complete opposite to you. People don't like you and don't respect you because all you can do is complain about your situation. Let me remind you, Kevin, that you are at the top of this division. You hold the Supreme Championship, the one thing that so many people fight for and want to take off your hands. You holding that championship means you've got the richest prize in our industry. And what do you expect to happen? You expect everybody to bow down to you and refuse to fight against you? You don't think people are hungry to get that championship for themselves and reach the mountaintop on their own? You don't get to complain when you're the champion. You have no argument to make about your position because you got the highest possible position. You have to expect people to want to take your championship off of you because that's what young guys do. When you and I both first came into this business, all we wanted was championships. I know for certain that all I could think about was, how do I get to the top? How could I be the one to unseat the ruler from his throne? And nowadays, it's no different. These young guys are all so much more deserving of that championship than you are, and it really is a shame that you're holding that title hostage, preventing anyone else from getting an opportunity until they provoke you for it. I've had to scratch and claw my way back to a proper shot at that championship. And Kevin, honestly, I thank you for giving me that chance to face you at WrestleMania. Because when that day comes, I'll be doing the same as you. I won't be holding back one bit. You said you'd drag me through hell and leave me there, but I will gladly bring us both down if it means seeing you lose that title. I'm going to show you at WrestleMania just who the hell CM Punk is, and I'm going to prove to you that I'm the best in the world. I can promise you that, Kevin. I can promise these people that, and I'm certain that's a promise that I will deliver on because I never let these people down. I'll see you at WrestleMania, Kevin.
That was a real war of words between those two guys. However, no violence exchanged.
Oh, I spoke too soon! Kevin Owens clocking CM Punk with the Supreme Championship right on the face, and now a cannonball in the corner. Kevin Owens not waiting till WrestleMania. He's a bit impatient. He wants to beat CM Punk up to a bloody pulp right now on Payback. Punk is busted open, if you can see. Super kick to the face, and CM Punk must not even know where he is. Kevin Owens now just laying in the punches, wailing in on CM Punk, and you can see Punk's face is getting increasingly more and more covered with blood. This will help it. Smashing the microphone into his face. Kevin Owens wants to prove to CM Punk that he won't beat him at WrestleMania. Beating him to a bloody pulp, looking to sit up for that pop-up powerbomb.
Enough! Kevin, you already have this match. Your match at WrestleMania has been made official already. Save the fighting for then. Kevin, this is very reckless behavior, and I don't believe it should go unpunished. Because of what you've just done, next week on the final Payback before WrestleMania, CM Punk will pick the stipulation for the final stage of hell in your WrestleMania match.
What an announcement from CEO Kurt Angle. Next week,
before WrestleMania, CM Punk will pick the stipulation for the third stage of hell for the match at WrestleMania.
Folks, I'm here with the challenger to Roman Reigns' HPW World Championship at WrestleMania, the winner of the Royal Rampage, Kofi Kingston. Kofi, we are just 2 shows away from the biggest match of your career, where you will stand across the ring from the tribal chief himself. How are you holding up after last week's loss to Reigns in the tag match?
To be honest, times have been better. I can't really deny that. I wasn't really anticipating having to face Roman Reigns in the ring, and obviously y'all know how that went.
Thing is, yeah, I got speared instantly and the match ended pretty quickly, but like, I'm not stupid. I've learned from my mistakes. I'm already making sure 100% that I am fully focused the next time me and Roman Reigns enter the ring together. Right now, I'm trying to completely shift my focus to WrestleMania. Because if I'm not fully present in the moment on the day, then I don't know what's going to happen. And more importantly, I'm not trying to see what happens.
Do you have anything you want to say to Reigns before you two face off at WrestleMania?
As a matter of fact, I do. Roman, you probably think because of what happened last week that this match at WrestleMania is going to be a walk in the park for you. You probably think that you're not going to be under a single minuscule amount of pressure and that you're not even going to have to try to beat me. But let me reassure you this, Roman. You're human, and I can beat you. You may think you're not going to feel the pressure at WrestleMania, but I know deep down inside, everybody feels the pressure. Everyone is going to feel the same way that we feel when we step into the ring in that main event of WrestleMania. You see, I'm a fighter. I fought my entire career against the toughest opponents, and I fought the toughest battles to get to where I am. I've never let anyone make me back down from a challenge, and WrestleMania is going to be no different. At WrestleMania, I'm going to go until my legs give out. I'm going to go until I physically can't stand up in that ring anymore. I will fight you until the very end to win that championship. But more importantly, I'll be fighting to prove you wrong. Because you say that I don't belong in the main event scene, that I don't belong in the main event. Yet here I am, main eventing WrestleMania. Roman, see you in Hollywood.
Tag team qualifying action here on Payback episode 10 as the Young Bucks take on Street Trash for a chance to wrestle for the vacant tag team titles at WrestleMania. Dominic Mysterio now the legal man as he tags in. However, getting White Boy Johnny to help him out with a double team maneuver there, taking down Nick Jackson, who's in position. Knee to the face, oh, but Nick ducked at the last second, and White Boy Johnny paid the price. Now taking advantage. Corkscrew moonsault to the Street Thug. But White Boy Johnny pulls the ref out of the ring. That was a really smart move. Hang on, Matt Jackson, Meteor on the commentary table. Taking out White Boy Johnny. Matt Jackson cartwheeling off the ropes. Backflips over White Boy Johnny. Northern Light suplex cover now. Hang on, Dirty Tom with the frog splash. And folks, it is looking very likely that tonight we are about to see a Young Bucks victory. No, maybe not! Nick Jackson crashes through the table on the outside. Oh my God, hang on, cover in the ring. 1, 2, no, doesn't get the 3. White Boy Johnny looked for that DDT on the outside, but got sent down with a back body drop. And once again, it looks like we're closing in on a Young Bucks victory. Meltzer driver, and that has got to be it. Cover. The Bucks are going to WrestleMania. No. Hurricane Rana by Dirty Dom. 619, leading him into the final combination. Switch 19, cover. Street Cred are going to WrestleMania, and they win with the Switch 19. Well, I must say, it feels good to be champion. Actually, it feels great to be champion. You people don't understand how great it feels to have your very first match in a company and immediately beat one of the longest reigning champions in the history of that show. And the truth is, you'll never understand. I am the one who gets to experience that feeling because I've got the strength to show for it. I beat Gunther in mere seconds and proved to the world that he's a broken down champion who can't go in the ring with Bronson Reed.
Seriously? You ended the longest Intercontinental Championship reign in this company's history, and you give no respect to the man you took the title from? This match is sacred, Bronson. And what you did on Wreckage was dishonoring the sacredness of this sport. You took the cheap way out by attacking me before the bell rung, and they just happened to give you a chance by ringing the bell afterwards. You got lucky, Bronson, and hey, let me stop you right there, pal. Lucky's not what I had on my side this past week. I beat you because I have strength and smarts on my side. You see, I have something you lack, Gunther. Something actually quite a few people on this roster lack. I have brain power. I can see an opportunity and take it within a moment's notice. And I certainly see things coming. Oh, he didn't see that one coming! Samoa Joe has returned to HPW and he's beating the hell out of Bronson Reed! What could this possibly mean? I'm not sure why Samoa Joe wants to go after the Intercontinental Champion, but he is making sure to beat the ever-loving hell out of him. Oh my goodness! Gunther was trying to stay out of it, but he's not going to stay out of it any longer. Brock Lesnar is here. We don't know what Brock Lesnar wants with Gunther, but he has been making sure. Oh my God, Samoa Joe with a urinati to Bronson Reed. Listen to this place. This place is coming unglued. The roof has come off of this building. Samoa Joe still ravaging the Intercontinental Champion. And now Gunther is in the position for Samoa Joe to take advantage and lock in that coquina clutch. It looks like Gunther is going to sleep. Talk about sending a message. Samoa Joe is back. Ricochet sent up into the air by Bron Breakker, Hurricane Rana, and now springboard off the rope. Spear out of midair! Bron Breakker cut that man in half, and that is it. An emphatic victory for Breakker, still as dominant as ever heading into WrestleMania. Well, folks, this coming Wreckage is the final Monday Night Wreckage before WrestleMania, and on that show, we will see Brock Lesnar take on Gunther, finally getting his hands on the man in a one-on-one match, potentially before that WrestleMania clash. We will see the debut of Dragon Lee taking on the mysterious man of whose identity we don't really know yet. We maybe perhaps will find out who this guy really is. And we will see who will face off against Street Cred at WrestleMania for the vacant tag team championships when the New Day take on the Hurt Business. And in the main event, Kofi Kingston, in the week of his WrestleMania clash for the World Championship with Roman Reigns, takes on Roman Reigns' cousin Solo Sikoa. All that and so much more coming up on Wreckage next week. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is main event time here on Payback. The Kings of the World are set to take on Team Cena, consisting of John Cena, Chad Gable, Wesley, Logan Paul, and their mystery fifth man. There's a lot of history in this match, a lot of beef that's going to boil over at WrestleMania. Logan Paul and MJF are set to face off at WrestleMania, as well as Grayson Waller and John Cena. And Grayson Waller hopes to retire John Cena at the Show of Shows. There's a lot hanging on this tag team match here tonight, so let's see who the fifth man is on Team Cena. The fifth man is Jey Uso, the guy who was just banished from teaming with his brother Jimmy Uso last week by Roman Reigns, banished from the bloodline, really trying to make a name for himself here, teaming up with Team Cena. This is a great way to start it out, and oh my goodness, the Kings of the World already showing off their cheating ways. Grayson Waller pulling the rope down as Jey Uso bounced off the ropes. Sent Theory off the ropes, but caught a shoulder tackle from that man. Theory talking trash to Team Cena now, but Jey Uso staying on Austin Theory, forcing him to move out of the way, leapfrog over, catches him with a hip toss, and Theory immediately tags out to Grayson Waller. Waller very slowly getting into the ring. And Jey Uso says, I'll do you one better. Tags in Waller's WrestleMania opponent, John Cena. But Waller doesn't want to deal with him just yet. Tags in Omos, the big Nigerian giant. Taking out John Cena like it's nothing. Making it look like easy work.
Almost continuing the onslaught with a shoulder tackle. And a stomp to the face. Oh my goodness, he might have broken Cena's nose there. Basking in that glory a little bit. Omos is a wrecking machine. I mean, if you people haven't seen what he's capable of, just know this. He is a dangerous, scary man. He is not to be taken lightly. There you see him lifting up John Cena into a suplex position and holding him there, keeping him in that position, letting all the blood rush to John Cena's head. Give him a massive headache. X-plex with that delayed vertical suplex hold, and now bouncing off the ropes. Leg drop to John Cena. Almost really showing off what he can do here tonight on Payback episode 10 cover. But Cena kicks out. It has been all almost the past 5 minutes straight in this match. Picking up John Cena, teasing Chad Gable a little bit, making sure that he can't tag out. Laying in more punishment with that fall-away slam, sending him all the way across the ring into the corner now. Set up for that knee to the face in perfect position. MJF asking for the tag now and almost happily obliges, as MJF is now the legal man, getting his deal of punishment in on Cena, rubbing that boot in the face of John Cena. And now winding up for something disastrous. Handstanding on the middle rope, drop kick to the face of John Cena. MJF showing off his skills here tonight. Oh, Cena responds with a slap to the face, and MJF didn't like that European uppercut to the goat. And now setting him up, draping him over the top rope with a suplex. As MJF heads up to the top rope. We don't see him there very often, but when we do, it's sure to be disastrous. Stomping the back of the neck of John Cena as MJF taunts the crowd, as he always does. But that's almost, looks like it's opened up an outlet for John Cena to tag out to Logan Paul. But MJF coming right in, making sure John Cena cannot make the tag. Is now using that Dynamite Diamond Ring with a punch to the side of the head of John Cena. Looked like he knocked him out cold. I don't know how we allow that to be legal within the match. Obviously some leniency with the ref here. Cover on Cena. But Logan Paul breaks it up, and he's now brawling with his WrestleMania opponent. These two not waiting until the show of shows to get their share of punishment on one another. But John Cena able to tag out, makes the tag to Wesley, who's now the legal man in the ring. Logan Paul has MJF in perfect position. Rolling cutter from Wesley. Cover. Oh, but the referee is pulled out of the ring by Wardlow. MJF's lackey always doing his dirty work for him, making sure the Kings of the World don't lose this match. Oh my goodness, Logan Paul with a tope suicida. And it has devolved into chaos out here ringside. Everyone is brawling, and Chad Gable is the only man left in that ring, as you can see, climbing up to the top rope. This is something we've never seen before. Chad Gable, oh my God, a moonsault! Taking out every single member of this matchup, including his own team. Chad Gable showing that Team Cena, Team Angle spirit. Everybody's still down on the outside, still feeling the effects of that moonsault. The only two men left in the ring currently are the WrestleMania rivals, John Cena and Grayson Waller, and the champion brawling with the challenger. Cena with a forearm to the face, and now a clothesline to Grayson Waller, rebounding off the ropes, building up steam. Single leg drop kick from Grayson Waller, and Grayson Waller quickly turning the momentum in his favor up to the middle rope, perhaps looking to put the final nail in the coffin with the Kobe elbow drop as he goes to the outside, setting up for the Rolling Thunder Stunner. Grayson Waller closing in on the victory. No! Cena with a roll-up. Could this be it? Waller kicks out, though. Grayson Waller looking to perhaps make the tag to Austin Theory, and he does. Theory, the legal man, now in the ring. Oh, my goodness. Caught by Cena. Hey! And that has got to be it. Team Cena with an emphatic victory here tonight against the Kings of the World, who are handed their first loss in their first match. Not the way they wanted it to go. Certainly the way Team Cena wanted it to go. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. We will see you for Wreckage episode 11.